Hello and welcome back to another OMNIHEROES video. In this video we are going to have a look at Behemoth at 8 stars. So we are able to get her up to that 8-star mark. I was able to get an additional copy of her. So we are going to jump straight in, and I believe as well I'm on track for a 9-star review as well. So that should be out over the course of the next couple of days, probably tomorrow. She is thick. Oh my goodness me. Flipping heck. So she does get the Monarch at 8 stars. It is going to be a really, really impactful synergy when just in general, I think for me personally, Monarch is the strongest out of all of the different types and various different synergies, just because of the damage reduction it does provide. So, ally units will not take damage exceeding X% of their max HP in a single instance of damage, where X is the level. So you've got 60% of max HP, 40% of max HP, and finally 30% of max HP in a single instance of damage. And every 1% of HP the target loses increases damage boost as an additional 2% or 1% up to 100% as well. So if you do lose 50% of your HP as a Monarch, you are going to get 100% back as well. So what does she get? Well, the first thing she gets is this. At the start of battle, increases speed, and also she will cast her ultimate to taunt all enemies at the very start of battle. Now, we have seen this already at 6 stars and at 7 stars as well. So it leads me to believe that there's an error with the coding, and actually you're getting more for your money if you do get her at 6 stars right now, because she will cast that ultimate right at the start of battle. So we also get an increase to the ultimate damage, going to 474% magic damage. Was previously reasonably low at 380%, now going up to 474. It's a bit more respectable, and applies taunt for 2 rounds as well. We don't unlock the Oath Force just yet, and we also don't unlock the secondary part of this passive, the additional attack and HP of 1000%. But let's see how she does in PvE, and then what we'll do is we'll jump into some PvP as well. Okay, and here we have it, the fabled 5 Monarch Dooms team. So it does contain 2 Celestials in the form of Behemoth and Cleopatra. You can also use Victoria for this lineup as well. We also have Leviathan, who is a Royal. So it's 3 Royals on the team, but 1 Deviant as well. We also have Halissa and Merlin, who are both Monarchs. Halissa especially is going to be very, very impactful for this team. The reason for that is because of her exclusive runes. So if we jump in, I do have her exclusive runes as well. So when deploying 3 Monarch synergy mates, Halissa and Monarch synergy mates increase max HP by 500%. So let's pop Behemoth in the firing line as well, in front of the 2 Katrinas, and let's just see how well this team does. Now, I have been relatively excited for this team, specifically because Monarch is, I would say, the strongest. It's not my favourite team of all time, but it is a very powerful team nonetheless. Now, we are looking for Behemoth to go down, if possible. I don't know if that is going to be possible or not, but we'll have to see. It looks like we are taking a lot of damage already, so we'll just have to see. Fair bit of damage here, and fortunately we get the reflect back as well, but we'll see how well she does with this ultimate attack. So we've already done her ultimate attack. Unfortunately, because of the speed, Cleo does go after, so does Atrops go after Behemoth, so you're not going to be getting that attack boost at all in any way, shape or form. For Behemoth, it is what it is, unfortunately. We do get the double ultimate from Merlin there. We do get the taunt effect that has been applied on all enemies, which to me is a very powerful effect indeed. We also now get the attack increase, but again, because Behemoth's speed has been increased by 50, it doesn't look like we are able to get that. But are we able to get this beast? Let's see. Can Merlin do it for us? Come on, Merlin. No, he cannot because of that Monarch synergy. So we do get the HP increases and the attack increases, defense increases, all taken off us now. But we'll just have to see. It does seem like a very comprehensive team as well. I've tried with other members of this team. So I've tried with both Behemoth and with Leviathan on the team, with Arthur, Dahlia, and Cleo, I believe I used as well, or something, or Ophelia, something like that, and they went straight down. So not only did Behemoth did survive, but only because of Dahlia and Dahlia's passive with the switching. But Leviathan went down, Ophelia went straight down, whereas these units are not. And again, it's because of that Monarch synergy that's doing it for us. It's a very, very powerful effect indeed. And we do get the double ultimates here as well. That's very, very strong. So we'll just see. We'll see what happens in this next round. Remember, we do taunt all enemies for 2 rounds every time Behemoth does her ultimate attack, which means that enemies will only get effectively 1 round of doing ultimates, which is going to be really, really impactful, especially because Behemoth triggers right at the start of battle. Now, we are yet to see Behemoth in PvP, so we'll just have to see. We do get the reflect there from Leviathan as well. Very powerful effect indeed, and Merlin nearly did it for us. He nearly got the beast out, but unfortunately, it is what it is. Now, I do think she's not doing altogether too much damage, and I think she's kind of relying on dying in order to get the beast out as quickly as possible. The problem is she's not going to die very quickly, especially on this team. I don't think the beast is something that you're ever going to really see unless you're going up against somebody much, much stronger. Now, we were almost down on that one. We were almost down, and it seems though we've done very well in this one. Round 9 with Dahlia on the team. In the previous iterations of the Dooms team, we were able to get this completed in 8 rounds, so a bit of a slower team altogether, but that's fine. It's not exactly what we're looking to do. So let's go ahead and skip, and it looks like, yeah, another 2 rounds of that we would have seen. But Behemoth to do the most damage, that is actually very significant. It's even with Cleo on the team, pumping the rest of the team up. Remember, Behemoth did not get the benefit of Cleo's passive skill. She just got she just did her ultimates, and then that was it. So looks like, yeah, she is absolutely fantastic and a great fit on this team. So we've seen her in PvE. Let's jump to some PvP matches and just see how she does there. Alright, so this should be a good test. We are going up against Kenobi. Kenobi is a very, very strong player and has very good units indeed. Very high level units to test against, especially a Mystifier's team with Gaia on it. So as you can see, we've got Gaia on the team. We've got 3 Monarchs in Dullahan, Talos and Astrid, plus Catherine as well. Very, very strong setup, and a standard Mystifier setup, but one that is competent and is very, very strong. On our team, we've got the same setup, same relics, same everything. So let's jump in. Let's just see how well this team performs. Is it a viable PvP team now? We'll have to see. Again, I think it all depends on how good Leviathan is. And even though we were stunned in that first bit, the stun must have been removed now, and we have performed our ultimate, which does taunt all enemies as well. Now, all of these do proc, and all of our enemies are going to swing at us as well. So unfortunately, the rest of our team has had speed lowered, but that doesn't impact Behemoth's ability to go as fast as possible. Basically, Behemoth will go as fast as physically possible under every single circumstance. So we'll see. So we do get a bit of damage taken off here, and how much is this corrode damage going to do? I wonder. I think it's going to be a really, really big hit. So hopefully we'll be able to see this beast proc up. And I think that's where getting her to 10 stars, getting her up to as high a star tier as possible is going to really pay off. Unfortunate, we didn't get the death of Behemoth. I know it's weird to think. We want as many, we want Behemoth to get hit as much as possible. Like this, for example, are we going to see this boss? this beast kick in? No, we're not, because all enemies have done all of their attacks already. Potentially at the end of the next round. Oh, we could have got it then if Dullahan had hit. But we'll just have to see. So Behemoth does recover 20% of her HP as well, with thanks to the runes that I've got for her, the survivability runes. Will that be enough to help survive? No, it will not. So we do get this beast. We get the Holy Shield removal, and then Karmic Fire nearly got all of the enemies. We get our Holy Shield back as well. So I think this is where the invincibility is going to kick in. I think it's where it's going to be a really powerful and impactful effect. And it looks like Astrid just taken herself out with thanks to Leviathan. Holy Shields are removed and all buffs have been removed from our Mammoth here. And Hindrance has been applied as well. Gaia to take herself out. That's not bad at all, actually. And then, yeah, the Mammoth is still there. We just need to wait another 4 rounds. This Mammoth, man, this Mammoth really, really does need to proc right at the start. As soon as it kicks in, as soon as this Mammoth kicks in, it needs to start. Unless it already has done. Do we have something for this? No, we don't. We can't even see this Mammoth's skill. And we can't see any attack increases either. That's a shame. But the Mammoth did kick in. And it was very... Apparently Behemoth to do the most again. Flipping heck. More than Cleo, more than Leviathan as well. That's not bad, actually. That's a very viable team. That is a very viable team. Right. Now, bear with me. I'm going to jump into some more PvP, but we're going to do something different this time. We're going to jump into seasonal PvP content. So, bear with me. And here we are. So we are up against Azu. And Azu has done something ever so slightly different with his Behemoth. He has put it in the Mystifiers team. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. It may be that this is the correct way of doing things. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Whereas we've gone for a different lineup. We have gone for a Dooms/Avengers lineup. The reason that I've gone for this lineup is to use Isis and to pair alongside Behemoth as well. Just something to keep in mind. Say, for example, if Behemoth were to die, like we saw in that last game, or the last match that that came up, we are going to be able to see Isis bring Behemoth back. Now, I want to see if that does proc another Mammoth, or if we are just sort of a one and done with Behemoth. So we'll go ahead, and it looks like Azu has got this one. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. What we will do is go ahead and skip this one. Yep, absolutely fine. So, yeah, again, Azu's got this one. We are just testing out teams, but we'll see. We'll see. So, we must win this one. We must win this one. So, this is a pretty strong Dooms team with 2 or 3 Ethereals in it. We do get Behemoth to do what she needs to. An ultimate right away. Maybe that's going to be very, very strong in that Pandora team as well. So the Pandora, Leandra, Atrops team, plus Leviathan. I think that's going to make one tasty, tasty dish. But again, we'll just have to see. So we do get reflect rate on enemies as well, because we do have 2 Dooms on the team. But also something to keep in mind, we also have the proof of Dooms, which means that the rest of our units will also start dealing reflect damage. Leviathan as well, allowing enemies to hit themselves, very, very strong. Holy Shield does apply, so Cleo technically does counter. Right off the bat, Cleo counters what Leviathan is trying to do. We do get reflect rate as well. Hopefully Arthur will do enough on this next attack to allow for us to, or even Merlin. No, unfortunate, it is what it is. But potentially Arthur is going to allow us to see if this will proc. But we'll see, we'll see. Now we do get silenced. Does unfortunately, Behemoth did not get silenced, so I was just kind of hoping we would see what the limitations are for her ultimate. But, again, we'll have to see. So, lots of damage coming back at us at the moment from these two. But we're also dishing out a lot of reflect damage to the enemies as well. Oh, it looks like we took Arthur down because because of Leviathan. What a strong unit. So it's Leviathan and Behemoth as well. Let's go ahead and see just how quickly we can get this done. There we go. So yeah, Cleo directly countering Behemoth there we see. So it is one way if you are struggling, if there is an enemy whale in the server that you are in, and they do have a copy of Behemoth, then potentially Cleo is the answer to that. But then you've got the rest of the team just doing stuff like this. So it is what it is. Right, so let's go ahead and jump into some more PvP content. I do want to see what she's like against other teams, so bear with me. Okay, so we are back in, and let's do Mr. Fire's Behemoth versus Doom's Behemoth. This is a full Doom's team. We do have Halaser, Leviathan, and Behemoth, as well as Cleopatra, who will all get that 500% HP increase. We have Arthur in slot 1, who will also get that 500% HP increase. So let's jump in, and let's see just how well we do. If we do lose, we lose, and then that is it. Looks like we go 5 against Azu this time. It is what it is. Whatever we decide to do, or however things go. Yeah, I think it's going to be something crazy. Now, we do get stunned right at the start, but that doesn't stop us. Enemy has taunted us, and we have taunted them. We've also reflected a lot of that debuff as well. So Leviathan and Cleo here, both Cleo may be stunned, but we do have that reflect back as well, and it seems to be working out relatively nicely for us. We just need to take as much action as possible. I was considering getting Victoria in here as well. The reason I was wanted to get Victoria in is because she does provide that defense buff on action, which does help pump up Arthur as well. But it is what it is. So let's just go ahead and see how well we do. And as you can see, both teams have done relatively well with regards to staying alive for this first round. Even though the majority of our team has been stunned, it does seem as though we're doing reasonable amounts of damage, and Gaia doing a lot of damage back to herself as well, with thanks to Leviathan's passive ability. That's what that purple shield is, by the way, just in case you're not aware. So all of these basic attacks going straight back to Leviathan. Leviathan also doing reflect damage, also doing a lot of other good stuff. Talos goes down, we lose a lot of the buffs, a lot of the HP buffs that were keeping us alive. So potentially at the end of this round, we are going to lose a lot of our units, and it's because of the debuff, not the debuff, because of the corrode that has been applied to us. But again, we have sort of nullified a lot of what they're trying to do, specifically because Dooms apply a lot of corrode on ultimate attacks. So Behemoth here may be potentially a counter to what they're trying to do. So Gaia here to do an ultimate takes a lot of damage back as well because of such a high reflect rate, and we are looking now to hopefully survive this. Yep, because of the Monarch synergy that we do have. Astrid to do a lot of damage to herself as well, so if she were to take action next, potentially a lot of damage back. So yeah, enemy gets the Mammoth here, and also something else to note, what Azu is trying to do is bring back Behemoth to see whether or not he can get that double as well. Same thought process as us in that last one, doing the Avengers stuff. So we'll go ahead and see whether or not that pays any fruit. I think they do need to wait. So the Mammoth does it right away on action. That's very cool. That is very cool. But enemies do now have an additional 1000% HP and also 1000% attack. So let's see if that bears any fruit. Looks like the HP not super strong at the moment, but we'll have to see. So we do get some attack backs to Gaia, and we get the responses as well. A lot of damage back to Gaia. We killed her twice already, and then we do get the reflect back in. Okay, so she does proc it twice. That is really nice to know. So if you do bring her back, she will proc this mammoth several times. I think that's really good to know. So thank you very much, Azu, for trying that out with the mirror. We do get the taunt back. The only one that did get taunted, that is thanks to Arthur's passive, and that's a very cool animation when that dies. Very cool. So Behemoth does go down, and now we just need to wait effectively to see whether or not we can get this kicked in. No, so it just goes down. That mammoth, it just goes down. There's no protection for it whatsoever. I think the invincibility is going to really, really help. I think the invincibility is going to really, really help with that. For me, anyway, I think it's going to be really, really impactful. So let's go ahead, skip, and then we'll jump straight into the final bit of the review. So yeah, looks like Azu got this. Well done. 2-3 to him. Of course, and then let's jump into where are you up to? Here we are. So, Behemoth, do I think you should summon for her while she's alive? I think she's doing a fantastic job. I think this bit here, this one, is bait. I do think that this one is bait, and the reason for that is because you do not want her to go down. She is taunting enemies. I think that is the biggest part of her kit. The problem, the problem with these summons, they might get 200%, or times 2 Behemoth's max HP, but it doesn't equate to very much. We can take one hit and then that's it. So potentially applying Sanctuary as much as we can, applying Blessing as much as we can to this mammoth when Behemoth does eventually go down. I think it may be the key forward. But again, every 4 rounds cast Taunt, so that's the first time it comes in, the first time it takes action. It will apply this max HP and attack buff to all units on the battlefield. It casts Taunt on all enemies for 2 rounds as well, so the enemies will consistently be only doing basic attacks, which is, again, a really powerful effect. Do not underestimate this effect right here. At the start of battle, Behemoth uses Frost Baptism to taunt all enemies, permanently increasing her speed and acts faster the slower enemies are in battle. So potentially, like Azu was doing, pairing her alongside Gaia, using that Mystic Mirror as well to power through. But again, we'll just have to see what time tells for Behemoth. I think she's going to be very, very used, but only after 8 stars. I don't think she's super usable at 6 stars. Don't think she's super usable at 7 stars. I think at 8 stars is the time that you can start to use her properly. And then at 9 stars and above, 9 to 10 stars, it's going to get really, really strong. So, yeah, thanks very much for watching. I hope it's been informative. I hope that I've done her the justice that she needs to do. And, oh my goodness me, she has some thick hips. Right, thanks very much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day and good luck in whatever it is that you are doing.